After this eventful weekend, Max, in New York, general manager expressed his openness to making some additional move, and there were some reports from Larry Brooks from the New York Post that the Rangers are targeting Ottawa Senators Brady Tkachuk. In a possibly maybe trade, like you said, an Artemi Panarin trade. And it angered the Ottawa Senators owner, Michael Endelauer. He was not
As he
happy
should.
about it. He accused the New York Rangers of soft tampering with Brady Tkachuk. What is your take about it? Because you said as he should. And yeah, you don't want that. You're like, you need to play by the rules, man.
He is right to be pissed because we just talked about the glamorous New York Rangers, and with all due respect, now we're talking about the non-glamorous Ottawa Senators. The Ottawa Senators are the type of team that need to draft, develop well, keep their players happy. It's kind of ironic because this comes out the weekend that they brought back the pizza line together. Jason Spezza, Daniel Alfredson, and Danny Eatley were presented to the crowd. Probably the best trio in Ottawa Senators history. They went to the Cup final with these guys back in '07. And,
Those were the
it's
days.
kind of weird. Yeah, it's kind of weird because a lot of people have kind of assumed after the Matthew Tkachuk trade that his brother Brady at some point would pull the same kind of move. But Brady signed long terms with the Sens. He's still signed until 2028. He's the captain of the team. Will he be pissed off about the lack of progress, about missing the playoff year in, year out? I do not know, but I do respect that Michael Endelauer came out and said what he said. Regarding Brady Tkachuk, though, you said that Mitch Marner kind of fits the. Is it just me or Brady Tkachuk
This is
would Brady Tkachuk is the New York Rangers in my mind. I'm
this
sorry,
is
Mr. Endelauer, I'm
exactly
tampering here.
yeah, but this is exactly I was going to say. It's like if Mitch Marner's worth being in New York, I feel like, oh, imagine this team having they cannot have both. I know, but let's just pretend here. Mitch Marner and Brady Tkachuk with this team. Ooh. And
Yeah, well, I don't think they could get both.
no,
But
no, no.
here's
I was just pretending here. I was just
yeah,
in a fantasy. But
but
if Mitch Marner's fits, I feel like Brady Tkachuk
oh
is
yeah,
is a good
Madison Square
fit
Garden
too.
would love him.
Oh,
But here's the
oh, oh,
thing:
oh.
with we were joking with Mikko Rantanen and Mitch Marner earlier on, but Brady Tkachuk, his salary in a trade because he signed in a trade with money going back the other way would actually fit. He would actually. There is a way to make this fit because he's just a titty bit over 8 million. But if it gets there, if Brady Tkachuk at the end of the season goes in the GM office in Ottawa and says, "Get me out of here," whatever. If I'm the Ottawa Senators, and like let's say he goes to New York, I'm bleeding the Rangers. You're not trading Brady
Oh yeah.
Tkachuk unless you're getting the total. You're not selling Brady Tkachuk on Boxing Day. You're selling Brady Tkachuk more than full price. You're trading him at the very least for Alexis Lafreniere and with a lot of many more things because Brady Tkachuk is a proven star player in my mind. He goes to New York. He is an 80 point player immediately, if not more. He is grit. He is big. He probably is a playoff player. We do not know because we haven't seen him in the playoffs yet. But here's the thing. Here's a question I have for you guys. It is a debate. Who's the best Kachuk brother? And to me, until further notice, it's Matthew, not even close. Two-time 100-point player, Hart Nomini player, Conn Smythe level player for 2 playoff runs. To me, it's not even close. Would Brady Tkachuk on a very good team have the same type of effect his brother had when he went to Florida? I think he would be a wish version. I don't
Mm.
think he has the exact same type of effect as Matthew, who I think, until further notice, is the best player of the two.
I'm with you on this one. I think, and this is no disrespect regarding Brady Tkachuk, but I don't think he's the kind of player that elevates everybody around him. He fits,
Right?
going to be good, but he is not the major, like the X factor. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm with you on this
Yeah.
one. I don't know for you, Kev, but yeah, I don't know. For me, he's not that kind of player.
No, I agree, and I also believe that Brady Tkachuk sometimes has some selfish tendencies for penalties or for putting his team in a situation that, even though he's the captain, he's not necessarily the one that lead with discipline, with playing the game that his coach wants. He's the first one to sucker punch. Sometimes he's always in the top five of the most penalized players over the last few years. That's his reputation. So I also believe that Matthew probably calmed himself a little bit over the last few years, putting the team first, and I think Brady is not there yet. Also, the Wish version of the Kentucky Brothers is awesome. Timu or Shine, whatever it's called. Oh yeah, Timu Kachuk would be great.
But that's
But you know,
interesting what you just said about leadership because I was having a debate with friends this weekend. And one of my friends was like, I don't want Brady Tkachuk as a team captain. He's not a good And hilariously enough, like our cell phone listened to us. Like literally, I think 5 minutes later, I don't remember which social feeds pushed me a clip from a podcast where they're talking about how they love Brady Tkachuk and how his leadership brings something about. And I'm like, there are two coins to this. A lot of people are on Kevin's side and going, this is not captain pedigree, and other people see it the other way. I'm always a bit. I'm of the opinion that it's really tough to evaluate who has the leadership in a group when you're not in the group. Like right now in Montreal, there were a lot of talk a few weeks ago about Nick Suzuki's leadership because he is a calm type captain. He's like the anti Brady Tkachuk. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not within the group. Who knows? Like maybe he's the one bringing the
yeah,
team together. I have
I don't
no
know shit.
idea. But with that being said, where I'm with Kevin, and I don't know about you, Daph, is that we're like I think Matthew Tkachuk is so good in all of the aspects of his game because there is a Alexander Barkov who
Mm,
is like I to me Alexander Barkov is, and I know this is high praise, but he is in the Sidney Crosby, Patrice Bergeron level of captains. The guy does
yeah,
everything. The guy is cool, calm, collected, the best player on the team. He's the type of guy you want to present to your parents as a partner in life. I'm sure he comes in, he talks to your dad, and your dad is impressed with his level of culture. And then the dishwasher breaks, and he's like, I got you, fam. He does it all. He does it all.
yeah.
And I think this helps elevate Matthew Tkachuk. I'm not sure he would be a good captain. And I feel like Brady would benefit too from having this type of player next to him.
And on the other side, Brady Tkachuk, because I wanted to say that there are many types of leadership. And for me, Brady Tkachuk,
Yep.
on the other hand, he's, the funny guy in high school who is so cool, but was
Of
just
course, that was me. Well, I wasn't cool, but that was funny.
always making jokes and always being in the I want to say director,
The
but it's not that.
principal's
The
office.
Principles
principal's
on yeah.
office. Absolutely. But he's so there is two kind of guy, and Brady Tkachuk is this one. There is lack of maturity, and his way of leadership is grit. But is he an effective leader? I don't know. People follows him because he has grit, he is showing, he is entertaining. But for me, he's the funny guy in high school who always end up in the principal office. And I don't know, like, do you ever think about those people? Where are they in their 30s?
Well, yeah, that's where I was going. They're working as
Mhm.
dishwasher repairmen, but not as a hockey player at the same time. And that reminds me of a bully in high school who is like funny and also like people like him, but he's
Oh
also
yeah,
a bully. And he finishes up at the principal's office and then drops out of college because he couldn't make the grades, and then ends up working somewhere at a low minimum, like minimum salary type of job. That's not to talk bad about minimum salary jobs, but it's also
No, we
to
need him.
We need them, especially now. But it's to show it that long down the road, the roles are reversed. The popular kids are not the popular kids in adulthood. And he's that guy at that space, too, I think. I agree, definitely.
Yeah, but there's a lot of teams that are willing to take the Wish version of the Tkachuk brothers. I'm sure of that.